Word up, everybody. Hello and a very good evening. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Here we are, show number 3, day 1 of the new schedule. Thank you to all of you that have been with us over the course of the day today. I'm going to take a little bit of time to get used to these 3 shows. However, is what we're doing. And as I mentioned earlier on, the 3 shows might be 2 hours, might be an hour. You'll have to check the schedule. But certainly what I'll try and do, if you remind me, is keep you updated, keep you right. Towards the end of this show, I will remind you and let you know what's coming up tomorrow. We do have a brand new show coming your way tomorrow, which we're very excited about. It's the countdown to launch. Yeah, It's going to be an exciting show. And all I will say, because I can't say exactly what it is, because I think I'll probably get told off, but without giving the game away, if you love an HSM preview, you're going to love Countdown to Launch. That was me being really, really clever, Jimmy. They're picking up on the vibes that I'm giving you in the gallery there. So yes, without giving it away, if you love an HSM preview show, you're gonna love Countdown to Launch, which is coming tomorrow, plus Cartload as well tomorrow, and what's the other show tomorrow? Oh, Cartload Preview. Cartload Preview, Countdown to Launch, Cartload, the real thing. So that's tomorrow. Today, well, this show, Colour Me Happy, it's a mixed media show. So again, with Sheena in the building, whatever you want to see, whatever you want to ask, we will be heading over to Essentials Corner to become a bit of a Sheena thing, I think. So the final sort of 20 minutes, half hour of the show, we're going to be heading to the comfy sofas. I think we deserve it after 5 live hours on air. What do you think, gang? So any questions you've got for Sheena, fire them in. They can be about craft, they can be about her holiday, they can be about the dog, they can be about what it's like to craft on a live show wearing walking boots. It can be how excited she's going to be to get back to all the mod cons tonight when she heads back home after being in the camper van for what seems like a year. Whatever questions you want to ask, nothing is off limits. Oh, Nicola, add that to the pile of questions. Send it to Superstar Susie, who is on the socials, and she will feed that back through to me for later on. And also, just to mention, the website today, running through until the 6th, we have a deal on the G2, so you can become a part of the G2 crew. Buy yourself a G2 and you can get yourself £50 or $80 worth of free stuff. All of the details are there for you, but it's definitely worth checking out. Enough chit-chat from me. On the show tonight, we've got a lot of Sheena's previous launches. We are also going to be having a look at the My Special Papers Box 2, which we launched yesterday. I know Sheena is very much looking forward to having a bit of a play with those. And we are going to be starting off with the faux leather technique. Other than that, it's sort of over to you. I need your requests for Sheena, and then I need your questions for later as well. So requests and questions, please. That's what we need. Let's say hello to the lady who is here to inspire and delight over the course of the next hour and 55 minutes. That was there from earlier. I was measuring earlier. Do you want me to get rid of it? Hang on, Jamie's twitching. I've got a, right there. There you go. Now he's angry that I walked off set. It's fine. Let's welcome the lovely Sheena. How are you? How's your day been? How was your hour off? Did you have a nap in the van?
I did not have a nap in the van.
Oh.
I forgot to bring me a cup of tea.
Oh, Jay.
You know what? I haven't had a full cup of tea all day.
No, it's been that busy, isn't it?
I haven't even had a half a cup of tea all day.
What?
Haven't. I keep making them and I'm not drinking them.
We're just wondering, is Maria watching the show? Maybe she could bring in a...
Yeah, just a hint, Maria. I haven't had a full cup of tea all day.
Yeah.
Oh, if only I knew somebody who had a van, maybe.
Yeah.
And a kettle.
Yeah.
And tea bags and milk.
Have you got coffee in there as well?
Got coffee, we've got all.
I ain't had a nice cup of coffee all day.
Ben hasn't had a lovely cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Maria, all day.
All day. And your tea, I mean, I haven't seen you drinking any tea at all, so wouldn't it be lovely? Wouldn't it be lovely?
All I want is a cup of tea.
And I will have a coffee for me. With a bit of milk. You see, oh, wouldn't it be lovely?
lovely.
Anyway, 6 minutes in, you're quite happy to do whatever again tonight, aren't you?
I am. We've got a few things lined up, but you know me, I love a diversion. In fact, I'm going to make it my mission to divert, because an hour on plan, what did you make me do?
Yeah, I know. She stayed in her lane for the whole of the craft along. If you missed it earlier on, finished it bang on time, leaving me a minute at the end of the show. I have a feeling you will be doing craft alongs again after that.
Time to the second, wasn't it?
It was like you have done it before. A hashtag profesh. Are we? I will say my hellos and stuff. We're going to start off with the faux leather, though, are we?
Got everything lined up that I think I need. Yeah.
All right. So let me say hello to the lovely peeps. Superstar Susie on the socials tonight. Susie. Phil Watson's in, saying good evening all. Hello also to Karen Fisher, who says hello again, everyone. I had a lot of interruptions taking care of my mum, but I'm almost finished with the craft along card. Ooh, send in your pictures if you did do the craft along. Also, send in any pictures that you might have made projects of with Sheena's stuff. We'd want to see those. And Rhonda says, hello, Ben, Sheena, crew, and all my lovely crafty friends from Oak Park, Chicago. So nice to be able to finally sit and watch a show, and what a show it will be. Lynn's in. She's joined us from Newcastle. Way aye, man.
Aye.
Way aye. Champion. Jamie Ennis says, Colour Me Happy is my favourite show ever. Oh, thank you, Jamie. That's marvellous. Mary Beth Doris says, hi, everyone, joining from Minnesota. Jutta Mayer says, hello, Sheena, Ben, and CTV team. Hello.
Hello.
Shadai says, good day, my Lord Ben. Sheena. Hello.
Hello.
Good day. Christy Mahoney says, hello again for the third time today. Hello. Hello, Kendall, who says, hello from Minnesota. Hello. And finally for now, Nanny to the Girl says, yay, another Sheena day. I was late, so I did a catch-up and placed an order from all the shows I've missed while on our holidays in Ireland. What a great trip, but great to be home.
Oh, lovely. Lovely it is.
Oh, lovely it is.
Lovely it is. Back you'll be. Sad you are. I sound more like Yoda.
I was going to say. Yeah.
Home you are.
Watching us you are. Show you the in-the-frame bold florals I must. For leather technique we will.
Well, let me throat too much if I do it all in that voice.
£56 you must pay. $68 if in the US you are. Platinum you must be.
That was spookily good.
Chewbacca.
Yeah, that was really good. Oh no, I thought you were doing like, Luke Skywalker. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that was...
No, it was Chewie. It was. No, it was whining you.
And I can do Harrison Ford, because he talks like this.
That was really good as well.
Harrison Ford there.
Cool.
Who did he play? Oh yeah, Han Solo.
Han Solo, yeah.
Anyway, we're not here to muck about. Oh wait, no, we're here to craft. So I'll show you the swirling leaves embossing folder first, because I do believe this is what you'll be using
That
for
is the one I'm going to use, yes
leather.
it is. Nice and bold, great for faux leather.
You get that in the bundle alongside your ginkgo leaves. Now, if you want to see this in action, I'm losing track already. Did we use this?
We did use that in
the
craft
craft
along.
along, didn't we?
Yeah, very different way, very subtle, very pretty, very delicate.
So that's included. Alongside that, some beautiful, beautiful florals. I think some of the biggest size floral stamps I've ever seen.
Yeah, big, bold, beautiful, nice, loads of colour. You can, if you like colouring and it makes you happy, they're the babies for you.
Absolutely. Love the daisies.
And daisies, daisies think white, but no, the gerbras and stuff, multicolour, plethora of colour.
Then your wild roses. Those could almost be like poppies as well, right?
Absolutely, because they're very stylised, very art nouveau, and a little bit of artistic licence taken there.
That's it. And then lastly in the set is your beautiful pretty petunias.
Petunia.
So there's all your stamps, but then that's not all, because you then get your beautiful frames and sentiments with them too. I really, really love the design of the frames. They're gorgeous.
I love them. Thank you, Ben. I do. They make me happy because they're different. They've got a style about them. They're very designer, I think, and they work portrait and landscape.
Yeah.
So they're going to work with all your other stuff that you've got in your crafting collection. So yeah, good work at eyes.
You just for congratulations, wishes best. That was very Yoda actually, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then last, this is my favourite of the two frames. I think I said this on launch because it reminds me of the old-fashioned silent movies.
Absolutely, absolutely. That when the little things would come up and, with the silent ones, with the melodrama.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Thinking of Hello, You, Thankful and So are your beautifully detailed dies as well that you've got in that wonderful font too. So everything in that bundle should be £80, $100 if you're platinum, £56 or $68. Final few comments and then we'll get into it. We're going to do the faux leather technique. So this was definitely going to want to be one of those shows that you save because you'll want to come back to it. Jill says, hi from North Yorkshire. Hello. Oh, and Superstar Susie says, high praise from the teenager in the house. She said, who's doing the Yoda impression? It's pretty good. It was me.
Hey.
And Anne says, either that's Yoda or Fozzie Bear. No, Fozzie Bear was wacka, 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 wasn't he?
There you are.
Yeah.
There you are.
And Yoda would be,
Waka, waka, waka.
Yoda, imagine with Fozzie Bear, that messes with your head completely.
Right, enough impressions. That's it. That's my quota of impressions done. All used up in the first 12 minutes. Talk us around this faux leather. I think it was... who requested it earlier? Apologies, I can't remember who it was. But it's something that you've done previously. What are we doing here then?
Sure. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to... Well, I'm going to show you what it looks like, first of all.
Yeah.
So, Pamela made me this beautiful gift for my birthday. And this is what faux leather looks like. It can vary and it depends how much, it's going to look different every time, but it's got that really vintage, antique, worn look about it. And that's what makes it cool. And you can do that. And that, believe it or not, starts life as that.
What?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Get out of town.
Who would have thunk it, eh?
Get out of town.
Well, get out of town. In town. Yeah, in town. That's that. What? You can do that. You see, that's what I love, because if you're a paper crafter, very rarely can you make something that's got a practical use. You carry it around. You can make a phone case with it. You can make, like I said, I've made a tablet case with it. It's like a card or a scrapbook page.
Yeah.
But with the faux leather, you can make something like this that's giftable. And she's actually got a machine that makes books. And so these are little things that I've done in this little gift book that she's made me already. And she's made it and put all the different papers in there. There's my craft card in that. So it's kind of like, haha, I was once that, but look at me now, haha. But you see, she's used the Bella Luna paper to line it.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Beautiful.
So let me show you how we're going to go about this and how we're going to start with it. So what I've done is I have my leaves embossing folder here, and I've made this double the size of the embossing folder. So if you wanted to make a book with this, if you wanted to make this wrap around a journal, or you wanted to make a book, or you wanted to sew little signatures, if you want to know how those work, it's really easy. There's a tutorial on somewhere online that I've done a long time ago, where you basically take paper and you fold it in half, you put little stitches, little holes in, and you sew them with thread. And you do so many, and then you put them all in together. Yeah. Basically, that's how it works. So if you do a double one, you know you're going to have enough to do front and back. But we'll start off with just this piece of paper. And you see on your craft card, you see the way it's got one side looks darker than the other. That's lighter. It always does. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? So I usually like to work on the darker side. That tends to be the tougher side, but this side tends to be the most absorbent side.
But you can work on either if you want.
You can work on either, but I usually tend to end up leaving this side as the outside because it seems to be a bit more robust. But that's the first bit. The next bit you need water, and you need quite a bit of it. I'll use probably all of that. That's in that little spray bottle. It's not quite full. It's about 1 centimetre from the top. And that centimetre from the top is going to give me space. If I lie it down, you won't see the centimetre from the top for the camera. But if I, yeah, there you go. There's a little bit more than 1 centimetre, but 1 centimetre is really what you're looking for. Because that's going to give me room to top that up with glycerin.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to pour that in there. And like that, that's probably more than enough. And then I'm going to give that a shake.
Okay.
And just to mix that up. Now, glycerin is just water soluble. It's food. Look, that's like food glycerin. You buy it in a cake, perfect for softer icing. People put it in cake mixing and all that kind of thing.
Cake.
So you get it at your chemist, you get it online, loads of places. So it's very, very safe. And you put it in hand cream and things like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to spray your card. So start it on the paler side.
Okay.
Just spray it like this, loads of water. And then you're going to just like massage it onto the card like that, so it gets into the fibres of the card. So what glycerin does, it actually attracts moisture. It pulls moisture towards it, so it gets into the fibres of the card, but it also pulls in moisture from the air. So it kind of makes it even wetter than just water.
Okay.
That sounds weird, doesn't it? It's wetter than water.
Wetter than water.
Wetter than water.
It was Fiona Fletcher, by the way, who wanted this demo. So this is for you,
brilliant.
Fiona.
Okay. So I'm hoping you're watching, Fiona.
She is, because she's just messaged.
Oh, cool. Oh, well, that'll be the clue then.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello.
She just
It's
messaged
been a
saying,
long day,
it was
Fiona.
me who asked for the faux leather demo.
It's going to be an interesting 2 hours, this one. Yeah. Yeah, good luck on the half-hour question corner. That'll be really... Yeah, whoa. Okay. So see how I'm just going. So you'll know when it's got loads of, it's wet enough, it'll start to look like, you know, that the leather that you clean your car with? You know, you dry your car with.
Yeah.
When it goes see how it starts to look like that already. It goes dark and dodgy looking. Yeah, and then what you do when you've got it really wet like that, see one side's really dark, the other side doesn't darken that much.
Yeah.
Then you start to break the fibres up a little bit. So just break the tension in the card by pressing into it. We don't want to tear it, but you want to break the surface tension. Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of times that I want to break the tension a bit.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But we're not breaking... Well, we are breaking the tension here.
Yes, break the tension.
Let's
break the tension.
Scrunch it up.
Scrunch it up. Tell you what, break the tension.
Yeah.
Sea glass hunting.
Sea glass hunting?
Sea glass hunting.
Yeah.
Doesn't when your feet get soaking, just seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
I mention that?
Yeah, you didn't say how many pieces you collected, though, I don't
You'll
think.
see that later when you see my feet. Ben, they're sizable.
You know, it also breaks the tension.
What?
Nice cup of tea.
Nice cup of tea breaks the tension.
Yeah, and a nice cup
or a
of
nice coffee for people who like coffee.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
See, I've used all that. Look, it's empty. See?
Oh,
that's the amount. So that's a good measure. That's the amount you need there. You need that much in there. And you could still even go with a little bit more. So that is the minimum you need to do your faux leather. It needs to be that. And look, this is what you're doing.
Are you wringing it out now, are you? Or just like final scrunch?
Final scrunch, yeah, final scrunch. The final scrunch down. Yeah, that one.
Can I have just genuinely, can I have a feel of how that feels now?
It does feel like like it looks like it. You're going to like dry your car off. Look at that.
Oh.
Does not feel like card at all, does it?
It doesn't. It's got a bit of like a chamois leather feel.
That's exactly the chamois leather. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you are. Yeah. All right. My winter's done, mate. Yep.
I go window cleaning to
So what we're going to do now is that's going to go through your the more you scrunch, the more texture and veins. You know, the leather's got the veins, yeah?
Yeah.
And so leave it quite scrunchy, and then think about which way it's going to go, if it's going to wrap around a book or whatever. So we'll put it in that way and just straighten it, get it to edge in your embossing folder. Pop it in like that. Now you're probably going to trim it down, you know, so it'll be a smaller book. And then we're going to put it in the in your Gemini like this. Now you might get a little bit of moisture come out of there. You could put a bit of cord underneath, like scrap cord, just to absorb a bit of if there's some water comes out of it. Let's pop a little bit under there. Let's put the matte bit underneath. You don't want it running. You do not want it running, especially through your machine. So you don't want it dripping. Just be aware of that. It's not going to be dripping.
Through it goes.
And then when it comes out, you've got your texture like that. So you can leave the back textured like the regular scrunchy leather, right like that. And then that you can have like your embossed leather. But what we need to do now, which is going to be a little bit of time, Ben.
Okay.
But you see this, look how very little come out of there. But we need to dry it,
Okay.
all right? So I'm going to take a little bit. I'm going to, a couple of minutes to dry it, Ben.
Whilst you dry, I can chat. I've got
Yeah.
lots of comments coming through. We can say hi to Angie. Says hi, Ben and Sheena and everyone from a mild-weathered Chesterfield. And Sammy, Susie's daughter, says she thinks you're funny. She asked if you were the one that does the dad jokes. Yes, I am.
Proud of it.
Proud of it too. Yes. Lisa P says, save the Star Wars voices for May the 4th. We're not here on May the 4th because it's Saturday, isn't it, May the 4th?
Oh.
Also, Liam and Jake's birthday as well this Saturday. Hello, everyone, says Paul Prince times 4. Sheena has earned a cup of tea. Looking forward to the show. Yeah, nice cup of tea. Nice. If I had shouts, you might hear me in the car park.
I'm sure Maria's watching. I'm sure she's. I think the kettle's boiling as we speak.
You reckon?
You'll hear it. It's one of the hob things. It'll go. You'll hear it squealing in a minute.
The whistle.
The whistles, yeah.
Yeah. Hi to Clarice in South Carolina. Hello. Hello to Sarah, who says, hello Sheena, Ben, Susie, team of crafty friends from Arkansas. Gaz is with us, your mate Gaz.
Oh yeah, Gaz. Hi, Gaz.
What, Gaz? What, mate? Carol says, hi everyone, I really want to learn how to make that book cover Sheena showed. Well, now you're learning. Lol, says Rhonda, that bottle looks like the little bottles of booze that you get in a hotel. Little bottles of booze? Oh, the little miniature. Oh, yes, I do know what you mean. Yes. I've seen this process a few times, says Jeanette Shirley, but I am amazed every time. Teresa says, hello, my whimsical friends. Hello. Sherry Miller says, you two crack me up. They said naughty word then. You two crack me up. Lynn Morton says, it looks like a chamois. It feels like a chamois. And a couple of questions. Pat says, well, it's similar question actually. Pat and Clarice asking about the craft card. That's all it is, isn't it? Just normal craft card.
Normal craft card. Not Nina, not the Desert Storm one.
No.
Not that one. Not the Nina one.
No.
The regular craft card.
Regular. What is the weight of our craft card now? Because Pat's
And
asking.
that's so affordable. So affordable.
What's the weight of it? Do we know? I think.
Is it about 300, 280, 300, something like that?
We're going to check. Producer Nicola is on the case for you, Pat.
Nicola says, stand by for action.
300 GSM.
300.
Echo 300.
Yeah, that's weighty.
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 Weighty, matey.
Yeah.
Weighty, matey. That's drying a treat, isn't it?
Yeah. So your best stuff, if you do these guys, you know what I did first time I did these? I had a few done, and if you've got a radiator, hang them on, put them on the radiator, let them dry in the radiator. Because you see, you've got to dry them pretty thoroughly, and you've wet them quite a bit, you know. But can you see how you've got to dry them both sides?
So if you were batch doing it, you'd whack them on the radiator, yeah?
Yeah, put them on the radiator. Yeah, just let them dry, or you know, come back to them, dry them a bit more, come back. But you do need them. You need them dry because the next stage is going to be inking them.
Okay.
We're going to put ink on them.
What sort of ink are you going to put on them?
Well, it's choice. I normally use the water reactives, but we could actually use a bit of opaque as well if we want a bit more drama on them.
I'm all up for a bit of drama.
Yeah, a bit of drama.
Yeah.
I like a bit of drama. And the thing is as well, you see, they're good for the leather as well because you've already got a good base colour on there with the craft card. You start with white card. White isn't a good base colour for a leathery tone. This is a great colour. But we're nearly there. Look, there's just a few patches of damp there.
Well, whilst you've been drying, Beth Malone has joined us. Hello, Beth. Says good afternoon, good evening all from upstate NY, New York. And Ginger Bailey. Hello, Ginger. Says good morning from West Virginia. Mountain Mama, take me home.
Country roads.
Ginger says, I love watching you, Sheena.
Oh, thank you.
That's lovely. We all enjoy watching Sheena. We've been treated this week, haven't we? 2 days of Sheena in 1 week.
Yeah.
All my favourites in. And guess who's in tomorrow?
Who's in?
What am I like?
Oh, what am I like?
Debbie.
Debbie.
Yeah.
And here's to you, Debbie
Nicky
Robinson.
Crafters love you more than you will know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What are you like?
What are you like, Debbie Robinson?
I haven't done many shows with Debbie in ages, so that would be nice. And then Friday. Is it Debbie again Friday? Oh, it's Debbie again Friday. Oh, and yes, Tiffany back. Tiffany's back. Tiffany's back.
What
Yes,
did
she's back.
Tiffany sing?
What?
Tiffany, is
I
that a
think
few
we're
hits?
alone now.
Oh yeah,
Doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound.
Yeah.
That's a great song. I had a bit of crush on Tiffany when she brought that out. I think it was like 1988 that was.
Was it?
So I was about 9
Oh
or 10.
yeah, me too.
Yeah. Yeah, you were about 9 or 10, weren't you?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
What meant my first record?
Yeah.
No, I remember K-Tel's, does the hits of the,
Yeah.
it was like the hits of the Osmonds. K-Tel, it was like the teeny boppers.
Yeah. The hits of the Osmonds.
Right, we're nearly there, guys. If you're
Nearly
pleased to
there.
know, we're nearly there.
It's a good job we can chat nonsense, isn't it, eh? Fill the air.
Oh, it's like watching water
Yeah.
dry.
Oh, oh. She just walked in.
With tea.
No, she went that way, up the corridor. Have you got cups? What's she looking for? In the milk?
Oh, I did tell her we have to have the cups on there. She's probably gone for the proper cups.
Oh.
Bless her.
Feeling bad because she sort of went that way quite quickly.
She's all right. Oh.
We love her.
Oh, she's a keeper.
She is
She's
a keeper.
She's a very patient woman. Woman's got patience. Right,
Say the same about my partner.
tolerant, very tolerant.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got that dried now. Yay! But you see, it's lightened again, but it's also thickened up considerably than the craft card. It's bulked up.
Yeah.
So, ink in it. This is where it's going to get more fun and interesting. Now, what we definitely need a bit of black in there. So, we need some colour. What we're going to want is, if you're going to go traditional leather colour, seal brown's going to work. Bordeaux also going to work.
Yeah.
I've got a mix here. I've got opaque. I've got water reactive. We're going to go warm, like say, traditional leather colours. Blue's not going to work. I'm still looking. I ain't finding. We could do a bit of orange in there as well.
Yeah.
Let's go with these. We've got a good selection here.
Choose a colour, any colour.
Any colour, choose colour, yeah, as long as it's those colours. And I'm going to get some blending tools, all of them. There, like that, every single one. We could use, whichever one you're going to use, we can use the rectangular ones. I'm just going to look for ones that have got a warmish thing already on them. That's got an orangey colour on. Let's start with that. So let's start with the lighter colour to start with. And this one is a water reactive. So the water reactive is likely going to be obviously less dense colour than the opaque. So I'm starting with that one and start with the lighter colour because this is going to, when you look at aged leather, it's got warm bits in it, doesn't it? It has cooler bits in it.
Yeah.
It looks like it's mottled usually. It's
So
not.
what colour is this, did you say?
I've got the Chinese red,
Chinese
Ben.
red.
Yeah. Look at how crinkled this bit is. This bit here that hasn't been through
yeah.
the embossing folder. So that's, if you want real texture there, you don't even have to put it through the folder. Look. So put part of it through the folder, put the back of the book not, and you've got the best of all worlds there, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you just really, like I say, having lighter bits, darker bits, and that's what gives it that more distressed leather feel. When you're going to put black in areas where it's got dirty in parts and not in others as well. But this is just the first layer, so don't think, oh no, orange, no, we're not, that's not the way it's going to stay. So that's the first one. Maybe try a little bit of Bordeaux. And this is this is going to be stronger because this is an opaque one. So maybe not as heavy-handed with this one. Just building it up again. Can you see how the texture is really coming through there?
Yeah.
So these are just the lighter colours. I think I want a kind of a warmer yellowy colour. Let's try this one. Let's try Let's try this. This is lemon tonic.
And I noticed as well, you always use the same.
Yeah, I
blender,
haven't
you're not worried
changed it.
about-
Yeah,
no.
I probably could. This lemon tonic's not showing up as much. If I'd used it in the opaque,
Yeah.
it would show up a little bit more. Maybe strawberry. I don't know if strawberry will show up. Again, it's because it's not doing a lot on there. It's probably not going to make much difference. We'll just keep to the path, lads. Stick to the path.
Yeah, stick to the
Stick
path.
to the path. Let's try seal brown now, because this is
Okay.
where the main colour's going to come from.
Okay. Seal brown.
Yeah, so this is where the main colour. I think I might have to go water reactive to get more colour on this. That one doesn't seem to be doing a lot. All right, bear with. I need to go and grab a couple of colours.
Okay, whilst you're grabbing, I can say hi to Terry H, who's joined us. Hi, Terry, from Central Iowa. And also hi to Sherry. Could you... Oh, I will ask Sheena when she gets back to her pod.
Alrighty,
Could
I'm
you
back.
attach this, Sheena, to Tyvek?
Sorry?
Sherry says, could you attach this to Tyvek house wrap and make a little wallet?
Yeah, yes. Yes, I've made little wallets with them for sure. I glued mine. So you know the tacky glue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's house wrap?
Oh, what, sorry?
When she says Tyvek and in brackets house wrap, what is that?
Oh, I had missed that bit. I do not know. Sherry, what is that? Is that an American thing? I need to know what that is, sorry. Yeah, hang on. Nicola's Googling it as well.
Tyvek, Tyvek. Could you attach this to Tyvek house wrap and make a little wallet? It's a kind of material.
Okay. So what I did, Sherry, with mine, I just got, you know, like a cotton, you know, like you would make like little, like a thin regular cotton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of, like patchworky cotton kind of thing.
Tease up, missus.
Hey!
Hey!
Maria's in the house!
Thanks, Maria.
Hey!
Got a lovely cup of coffee as well, just a
Yay.
ticket.
Cheers, Maria.
Just the
she's a
ticket.
good look. Hey, evidence, got my tea, nice coffee.
Woohoo. That looks like a lovely, I mean, my coffee looks lovely. That is a lovely colour of a cup of tea as well. You've got
I
there.
don't know
Perfect.
how did you know,
I
Ben?
mean, how did she know you
Wow,
like it?
that's spooky.
I still get told off from Laura that I don't make her tea correct after all these years together.
Really?
No, I don't. I always try and get it right. I mean, there are times when sometimes I rush it, and then she goes, "Oh, it looks like dishwater," and then she doesn't. Then she won't drink it. And then the times I try to make it strong, she says I made it too strong. So
Yeah, sometimes I think, yeah, Ben, hello. Sometimes that's
yeah.
a good, you know.
yeah,
Oh, still haven't got it right, Pet. How many years has it been now? 50?
50, 25 nearly. Is it 25? No. Yes. No, 23 years I've been with her this year. 23 years.
Can you see how that's looking more leathery now?
Did you answer the house wrap question? Because Sherry says house wrap goes over raw plywood to keep moisture away.
Oh, okay. Right, well, Sherry, that sounds very DIY.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look that up, Sherry. You sound more practical than I
you're
am.
basically, you're basically wanting to waterproof it. Is that what you're saying? So you probably could put it over the top of it, right?
Yeah, I would try it, absolutely, Sherry. The thing is, what you need to do, right, so what my method, what I did was the glue, the tacky glue, basically you've got to cover the whole thing on the inside, glue it, every bit, onto the fabric, so it's bonded to the fabric. And that kind of seals it to the fabric and strengthens it. And then on the outside, which I'll show you shortly, you then use the sealant. So I would use something like an acrylic sealer to start with, and then seal it when that's dry with something like Spray and Shine, which is a like a gloss oil-based sealant.
Okay.
Yeah, so you've got the best of all worlds on it.
Could you, next question, follow up then from Lynn Bledsoe, says, could you put gilding wax on this?
That's exactly what we're going to do.
Aha,
That
you
is
read her mind,
exactly
Lynn.
what we're going to do.
Good
So
work.
now, so here's what we've got here. Let me show you what we've got here. So I'm going to wipe that up there. We are nearly, you know what I nearly did? I nearly dipped my cloth in my tea to wipe this up. Can you imagine after all that? Oh, what?
Give
No, I
it
would just have to
a
hope
natural
that.
stained colour.
Oh, I would have to just hope that Maria hadn't made it back to the van in time to see
Yes. Could have another cup of tea.
it. Last cup of tea you're getting, lady.
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
like?
You make your own in future. Right, so here's what I would want to do. And it's a lengthy process, and I know, guys, but it's like, it's worth it. It's not taking too long. Do I need to speed
No,
it
you're
up?
good. We're all good. The thing is, it's a lengthy process, but from what you're showing us, it's worthwhile doing, and actually lengthy but not difficult.
Right, it's not difficult,
No.
right. So what you would do is, what I would want to do now is I'd want to fold that in half, right? So fold it along the spine of the nice bit, yeah? Like that, right? Where you can see the front bit. Then I'd get my trimmer, my little trimmer. This is the process to make it look good, so you've got it for a book. And I would put it in there and I'd straighten it up so I've got the size that I could use for a little pocket book.
Yeah.
And that, I love notebooks and pocket books. I just got myself a nice little like traveller's notebook size, if you know what they are. You know, you can get them and you put little elastic things in and you can refill them and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because you want those jagged edges off, you want all those little frilly bits got rid of. Yeah? Mm-hmm. And then it's really neat and pretty and workable. So now you've got a good, neat, already looks more professional, right? Front, back.
That is amazing,
Yeah?
isn't it?
Cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So now what you need to do, what I would do, I would seal it with something, and the best thing we've got at hand right now is this, right? The glossy highlights, but it looks like it's sealed and I can't get it open because we used it earlier. It might be a while getting anything out, and you think, well, that's, oh, hello. So, right, squeeze a bit out like that. Use the big brush, and this is going to look very weird, but it's water-based, and what's going on is water-based. But it could act like a sealant, right? But you'd want to put it on quickly and then dry it again. And what that would do is just, like I say, seal that a little bit more before I spray it with the spray and shine. Yeah? Which I'm going to do in a minute.
It's looking amazing already, Sheena, says Angie Craft. Rhonda says, Tyvek is a synthetic flash spun, high-density can't even say that word, polyethylene fibre. Our whole entire house is wrapped in Tyvek under the siding, says Rhonda. Sherry says, yes, and it's very strong. It would go underneath. It is also used in mailer envelopes. Lynn Morton says, it's a different product, one that I have come across in other crafty spheres. Would Mod Podge work as a sealant?
Absolutely. That's what I would use. That is exactly the stuff to use, but I haven't got any, and that's the closest thing. So an acrylic medium, an acrylic sealer, anything like that would be perfect for this. But that's the closest thing that we have at hand, watered down, to just put a seal on that right now.
And just to reiterate for Jeanette, so you obviously, she's saying, what was the last colour that Sheena used? Was that still the seal brown, or did you use black or a darker brown after
I
seal
used
brown?
black on it, yeah, and you could still even put a little bit more black on there to make it look even more distressed around the edges. But I'm speed drying this because the next thing you could do is, you see now, if I'm going to spray it with spray and shine, we're going to have to wait for it to dry. Yeah. Because I do want to put gilding wax on it as well.
Yeah.
And really, the gilding wax really should be the last thing you put on.
Okay, Rhonda was just asking about that, about the gilding wax.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and speed dry this. We'll put a bit of spray and shine on it. We might have to come back to it to put gilding wax on.
Okay.
Okay? So let me just, come on, hurry up.
Whilst we're just watching this, we will have a break shortly, give you time to check out. And also, we need your questions, please. We are about 50 minutes, an hour away from taking our posts in Essentials Corner. So questions, please. Nicola has already sent her question in, I believe. And Jamie has also sent in a question for Sheena. We need your questions, please. Oh, it's for me. Okay, he's got a question for me, apparently. We need yours, though, please. Crafty, non-crafty, whatever you like. So here we go. What are you spraying now?
Yeah, I'm going to spray this away from the thing here, guys, if that's all right, okay? So that it doesn't get all over the desk. And you really want a spray booth for this. But I'm going to do it down here. So trust me, I'm spraying it down here, okay?
Okay. Jamie thinks you're graffitiing the floor.
I am graffitiing the floor. The
Yeah.
boots might stick to the floor now.
Yeah. Doing a Banksy.
And you should do this in a well-ventilated area.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Right, one little bit I need to spray just there. If you can just bear with, please. Right, okay. And then
Sheena was here.
was here, yeah.
Yeah.
Tag that. There you are. Right, so that hopefully will dry. When we come back, well, it shouldn't take too long, and we'll then put some gilding wax on it. It'll dry more matte than that.
Okay. Well, we can take a little break. How long do you need for that to dry?
Maybe 5 minutes.
5 minutes? We can do a 5 minute. We do a 5 minute break. So that's what we'll do. We'll give Sheena time for that to dry, and then when we come back, we will we'll move on to the next stage. As I say, we're after your questions, please. I've just heard the only questions we've got so far. This is a poor effort. Only got questions from Nick and Jamie so far. Your questions, I know we're answering questions as we go, but any questions that you want to ask Sheena, which are sort of non-time specific for Essentials Corner, you know how it works. Get them in. Any projects you're currently stuck on, any advice on maybe inks or pens to use, whatever it might be. Or as I say, if you just want to ask Sheena about a recent trip, anything you've ever wanted to know about Sheena, ask away, and we'll do that in around about 45 minutes time. So 5 minute break coming up. Opportunity for you to check out your baskets. Don't forget that deal if you've ever wanted to pick up a G2 on the website. Fantastic deal today where you can get a G2 plus £50 or $80 worth of stuff. And we will meet you back here in about 5 minutes time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
My day-to-day life is pretty busy in work. Literally, I get in the door, I check my polls, I then check what I've got to demo, I then get everything ready, and it's just busy from there. I have a meeting with the producer, the director, we get then sorted for the shows, talk to the presenter, and it depends what side I'm on. I mean, sometimes I'm doing the presenting side, sometimes I'm doing the demonstration side, and I love both. It's actually who I get to work with. I can't say no more than that other than anybody that works here. We are a big family. We're so super friendly. I love Ben. I love it when we work together. And I don't mean that I don't love anyone else. It's the fact that Ben is the presenter and then I'm demonstrating and we just have this great rapport. Same with Craig, same with Deb, same with the whole team. So yeah, the best part of the day is just getting to work with the best people in the industry. Oh, a night out. In the morning. Oh, none. I only drink water. Oh, well, I'm cutting out sugar, so it's got to be savoury. Masterclass. Oh, I can't leave the house without my lipstick. Oh, I love a baked potato. I relax, so I literally drive home normally and then I relax.
Tea first, and then from there it'll be meetings, and there could be commercial meetings, there could be creative meetings, I could be supporting one of my team. I also manage a large team, so it could be one-to-ones with those. Every day is different, but always a predominant focus on the products, how they're working, the new products that we're bringing out, a lot of research and development. When we get to see the finished article, way before anybody at home gets to see it, it arrives and we get to unpack it and experience it and try it, that gives us all a massive buzz. I can't be getting out of bed too early, and I like to get to bed. 9 o'clock's the new 10 p.m. Tea all day long, black, no sugar, thank you. I tend to miss breakfast, which isn't great, and if I have something when I come in the office, then that's going to be yogurt and fruit. My face, all of the makeup that makes this, nobody's seeing this without that on. Probably a baked potato or a salad or something egg-based. Ooh, craft along a masterclass. I'm going to say masterclass, and that's because I love to educate. One song that would be the theme tune to my life, it would be Billy Ocean, Red Light Spells Danger. Pour a gin and tonic. First thing I do. Get in the house, gin and tonic, decompress the day, and then plan what I'm going to do that night.
Welcome back. Love this for a journal cover, says Rosalind Russell. This is looking so cool, says Jeanette Shirley. I love to watch Sheena. We're going to finish off the faux leather technique just now. And then, if we've got a bit of time before the end of the hour, we'll show some of your pictures. Second hour, we're going to be looking at the My Special papers, and Sheena's going to be doing some Sheena wizardry with those fantastic papers, how to jazz them up even more than they are already jazzed up. And then hopefully you're coming in with some amazing questions as well for Sheena. If not, please ask some questions, because Nicola and Jamie have started sending them in, and who knows what they might be asking. So if you can send in some good questions, that'd be great, because if not, they're just going to keep sending in really weird questions. So just if you can, they'll be sending stuff like tea or coffee, shower, morning or night. That'd be the same.
Yeah, really. Do penguins have teeth?
Yes, whatever. So please help. Let's get over to Sheena. Fiona Fletcher says, OMG, this is so amazing. Thank you so much. I'll be making one on my next day off. We saw something like this in Covent Garden, cost an absolute fortune, and this is definitely more cost effective.
Absolutely, and you know, you've made it. You can gift this, honestly, and making those little signatures are so, you can buy you just want like a bookbinding like needle and the thread. It's so cheap, and paper, and you can put any paper you want in. And then you just sew them in. But what you would do to get this ready for your bookbinding, well, let's do the gilding first, and then I'll tell you the next part of the process. So obviously, Pebeo gilding wax, they're just the best gilding wax ever. And then you're going to take a little bit and pop it like that. Do that. So take some off. What the secret to your success here is just put it on your finger and flatten it, right? And then just go over like this, and just, you don't have to do every leaf, you can just pick some out as well. You don't have to do every one. And less is more with this. So don't go in heavy-handed, just build it up, buttercup.
Why do you build me up?
Yeah, it was so funny. We once had a karaoke at the work, as like an event thing. It was when it was Orange, before it was EE.
Yeah.
And I worked in the training department, and my friend Anna Tewton, she was so funny, but she used to be working in the training department as well. and she did that one, and she really went over the top at that with that song. It was so funny. Like,
Who was that? Is that
what do you build me up?
But
Yeah,
the
that bit.
Foundations.
The Foundation,
Yeah.
yeah. It was, and I still laugh when I think of that.
Let me down.
Yeah, we used to have such a laugh, Ben. Yeah, you would have been great in that department with us. You would have fit in, no bother.
Ah,
Yeah, that would have been brilliant.
love a bit of karaoke.
Yeah. So, well, I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to do the ones at the bottom. And again, it's up to you how many you want to gild with that. I think I might just do maybe this one here. And then we'll let that dry a little bit, see what it looks like. And then see, I don't know, do you think that one needs to be done?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Probably end up doing them all. That's the trouble. It's like, and then maybe that one next to it, and then maybe the one next to that.
Yeah.
And again, it's one of those things that when you put it on, you can always put more on.
That's
so,
it.
You know, you can do it and then put a bit more on, but you can't take it off easily.
No.
So less is more to start with, and it's best if you let it dry, and then buff it, and then see what it's like after that. So we'll let that just settle in. So let me tell you what the next bit you would want to do with that.
Okay.
Well, and I'm going to show you in a sec once we let that dry a little bit, because then it'll be a better reveal. So if you want to make a booklet with it, get yourself some cotton and measure it the same size. So flatten that out, cut it to size, and then get your tacky glue. And literally, you're going to glue. You see where that's torn already? Once
Yeah.
you stick it to the cotton, it's really robust because
Okay.
you're going to bond it, but you're going to use your tacky glue, and you're not even going to just pour it on. You're going to put it on, and you're going to use like a spatula and literally spread it out so it's really bonded. Every bit of the card is bonded to the fabric, and then you're going to stick it flat. And tacky glue is so affordable that you can do that with it, and let it dry, and then it becomes really, really tough, because that's fabric on this side with glue, with acrylic glue, which is waterproof now, isn't it? And it's tough. And this side is now waterproof because you've got the coating on the outside. So that's nothing's happening there. And so now it's become something much tougher and more durable than it ever could be.
Yeah.
And that's, again, like I said, I've carried it round and had my, you know, my iPad, my 10-inch iPad, and used it as an iPad case that everybody thought was a real vintage leather iPad case. And I didn't tell them what it was for quite some time until I started, like, you know, showing what I'd done with it. So I'm going to polish that now, and then I'm going to pop it around that book just to let you see what it would look like as a book cover. And then if you pop that round, and you can see around.
Can I have a
Pamela's-
feel of it now as well?
Good. Sorry?
Can I have a feel of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That is so good. That is incredible. So what I love about that is this is like something that you would perhaps never have thought of doing on your own, but now you've stepped us through it. It's such a cool technique, but it's very achievable, isn't it?
And it's very achievable and very giftable, and very, if you sell product and it's very, you know, people don't want to use leather.
Yeah.
You know, it's very, very commercially kind of appealing.
Yeah. Well, I think it was absolutely worth doing, wasn't it? I'm working on a piece now, says Rosalind, with fabric scraps from a quilt that I Mod Podged to some mount board. It warps whilst wet but dries flat. Yeah, and Fiona, who we obviously did this for, because she asked for this earlier on, whose picture we're going to see in just a minute, actually, is very pleased with that too. Thank you also to Kathy Albert, who's joined us on Facebook, saying, hi, y'all. Sneaking peeks at work in North Carolina. And also hello to Sarah Muir, who says, good evening, everyone. Happy belated birthday, Ben. Thank you. I watched the shows back yesterday and had a good giggle. It was a giggly old day yesterday. So, second hour of the show, then, we're going to be papering my special papers.
Those papers, because, yes, I want to have a look at them and have a play. That's mostly A, B and C. But also, we can see if we can... play further with them, because you know me. Yeah, they're not coated. We can do things to them.
Lots of things. Look at her face.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
her face.
Yeah, lovely.
Yes.
Look at these butterflies you can cut out and you can decoupage. Remember when we did the embossing with the glycerin?
Oh, yes.
Well, do you know you can paint with glycerin and emboss with it as well? Stay tuned.
Stay
There's
tuned.
a cliffhanger for you.
Same bad time,
Ba, ba,
same
ba.
bad channel. Love it, says Shadaya. Jutta Mayer says, wow, that looks great. It's a brilliant technique. If you do try it, do make sure to, well, either send in the pictures or, of course, you can tag both me and Sheena on Facebook. Clarice Trudel says that process is amazing. Talking of amazing, shall we have a look at some of your pictures that you've been sending in over the course of the day today? We
Oh,
did
wow.
ask for some pictures of things you've made with Sheena products. So this is the timeless leaves, isn't it?
Yeah, that's lovely. That is gorgeous.
That is so lovely.
Beautiful.
Some glitter card. What's that? Is that an embossing folder?
Yeah, that's the folder that was with that collection. Yeah, lovely with the Murray card. That pink Murray's gold. You know, and that's it. You just put it through, and it works as a treat. That lattice design.
And with
Fabulous.
the swirly, what do we call them? The swirly,
twiddly widdly bits.
twiddly
So,
widdly bits,
yeah,
is it? Or
yeah,
the
yeah.
swirly twirly bits.
Swirly twirly bits. I can't remember now. Swirly twirly things. Yeah, I forget. You know, I forget a lot, Ben.
Well, same. Join the club. Fiona, I mean, this again is brilliant.
Oh wow, that is beautiful. That stag. Does that draw the line in the background as well?
It looks like
You
draw
are
the
like
line.
black belt, like what?
Black
You got
belt?
them all down. Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing. Was that? Where's the stag? Is that stag been drawn then?
The stag is the stamp.
Oh, okay.
But the background looks very much like draw the line
Yeah.
to me. And it is draw the line. That is stunning. That is first class example there.
Fiona, go to the top of the class.
Top of the class.
Yeah, and also heading towards the top of the class, I think. Look at Jutta's card.
Oh, that is lovely as well. Oh, you've done the drop shadow, have you?
Yes.
Linda? Yeah. Hey, you know what? It's like, wow, people actually listen. It's like, we know you do things and then people do things that you're just like, oh, thanks.
Yeah. This is brilliant, though. I absolutely love it. Love the fact you've got all of your Academy of Colour boxes there, Jutta, in the background. I love that.
Yeah,
Bit of
that's
product
cool.
placement. We're fans of that. Rosalind Russell has been very busy as well.
Oh, yeah, they're from way back.
Are they?
Yes. Yeah, I love them.
That is
Yeah.
beautiful. Lovely project again there, Rosalind. Just absolutely stunning. Feel all Christmassy. And then, of course, we've got pets. Is
Little
that
kitty.
Currins?
Oh,
Yeah.
Callie.
Callie the cat.
She's super
oh,
cute.
so cute.
I know I say this every time I see pictures of cats. I definitely want to get another cat at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Miss not having a cat in the house. And then, who's... Oh, Fiona, this is your dog, Harley. What sort of dog is Harley?
Oh, Harley's
Is he a-
beautiful.
Harley. I've added my dog, Harley. She's my baby.
Oh,
Is
Harley's beautiful.
Harley like a labradoodle? No. You have to let me know.
She looks like a cockapoo type person, doesn't
Big
she?
cockapoo. Very cute, though.
She's very cute. Yeah, she's definitely got the poodle bit.
I think she's got some poo in her, as in poodle. Oh, no, look at this cute little face. This is Kyra or Kira. Corinne, your
Kira.
dog. Oh, she looks...
Butter would not melt, eh?
No. A little chew there as well, by the look of it.
Yeah.
Super duper cute. And then this last picture.
Ralph, where's
Ralph.
Ralph.
Do you know what? Initially, I thought, why
Where are you,
send someone
Ralph?
just a picture of a teepee? It's Ralph. Is Ralph a boxer? Looks like a boxer, doesn't
Ralph
he?
in his den. And his
Rosalind.
teepee.
Hey, with his
Ralph in
teepee.
his den.
Yeah, he's got his own photo. He's got his own picture on the wall, so he's obviously well loved. Love Ralph. And then look at these two to finish off this gallery: Mojo and Trixie. Who do they belong to? Mary Jo. Cute boys or girls. Mojo
Bless
and Trixie.
them.
Trixie a girl. Mojo, boy. But anyway, thank you. Loved all of those pictures. Loved all of your cards. Loved all of your pets. Thank you for sending them in. Always love a gallery here, and lots more to come in the second hour of the show. Hello, and a warm welcome if you've just joined us. We are into the second hour of Colour Me Happy, into the 5th live hour of the day. Thank you for joining us, everybody. New schedule started today, where we are now 3 shows a day. First show starting at 12. Could be a 2-hour show, might be an hour. But your shows are at 12, 3 and 5 now, going forward. So add those to your diary if you hadn't heard that. Those are the show times. Tomorrow, first show is a 1 hour at 12. Second show is a 2 hour at 3. No, that can't be right then. So it's 12 till 1 tomorrow. Oh, 2 till 4 tomorrow. Yikes. 5 till 7. So 12 o'clock tomorrow, first show. So that's 7 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific. And then the second show, which will be the countdown to launch the new show, that's at 2 p.m., which is 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. And then your 5 o'clock show is the usual thing. So I think the 5 is always the same, isn't it? Live at 5. And then it's either 12 or 12 and 3 or 12 and 2.
Yikes.
We'll get our heads around it, don't worry. Thank you everyone for all the lovely comments coming through. Michelle says, sent in photos of my weekend at Niagara Falls. Michael Adams says, good evening, Ben and Sheena. Hello, Michael. Hello also to Carol, who says, lol, I sent a picture of my dog, not my crafts. Lol, OMG, I'm embarrassed. No, we want your pictures of your dogs. Carol, we want pictures of dogs and crafts. And Rosalind Russell says, yes, Ben, he is a boxer. I think we're going to have no, we're not. We were going to have a look at the lineups, but we're not doing that. We are going to have a look at the My Special Papers box. Sheena's having a good old rifle through over there. Seen anything you like, missus?
What? What have I done?
What have you done?
Will it ever end?
Look at the mess.
There's no end to it.
I
thought, oh, this will not take long. What?
There's 120 different designs in there.
Now you tell me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, oh, we'll have that one. Look, these are the ones that I have to definitely.
Well, whilst you're picking a few more, everybody, this is the My Special Papers box, 12 by 12 papers. It contains beautiful papers that you will have seen previously, that you've loved from various collections, and also it will contain, there's that fracture card, I remember that from yesterday, how beautiful. It also contains designs that you won't have seen before. There's 48 brand new designs in this box. Just absolutely gorgeous papers for making things like your little gift bags, decorating things like your fantastic easel drawers, of course using as mats and layers on your projects as well. But look, so many different things that you can do. It contains papers from your floral scrapbook collection. You've got papers in there as well from the Floral Meadow. I know Country Lane features in there quite heavily too, but I'll flick you through them fairly quickly. All you need to remember is if you enjoyed box 1 and the value for money that you got with that, then you're going to enjoy box 2. And the other thing I'll point you to is, and I mentioned this yesterday, I think our paper pads are great value for money when we're doing, when we do like the standard paper pads in collections. 36 double-sided sheets, that's the usual sort of thing, isn't it? And what do those normally come in at? Like $19.99, something like that, $24? You get 36 sheets in there. Let's argue the sake that, the double-sided is 72 different designs for that price. We are giving you 240 sheets in here, 120 different designs for $39.99. Yikes. The value, in the words of Sarah, is off the chart, thebomb.com. And I'll give you a flick through here. The lovely thing is, I knew it would be upside down. The lovely thing is, as well, as Sheena will get onto, I'm sure, in the coming moments, is that these are uncoated, so you've got the opportunity to do loads and loads of different techniques with them. Some of these papers you'll recognise. That one, is that Country Lane? Yeah, it is, isn't it? That one definitely is. But there's Country Lane in here, as I say, Floral Meadow, that one definitely is. You've also got in here papers from the Floral Scrapbook collection, and some papers that you won't have seen before. 12 by 12, of course, you can cut these down if you want to, and as Sheena's going to show you in just a few moments' time, the possibility for you to ink onto these, stamp onto these, add all of your different mediums onto these too. You can just see that the colour palette's absolutely beautiful. A big fan of these sort of scrapbooky pages too. Those ones are just lending themselves to be chopped down to sort of 6x6 size. That is, well, not even half the papers that you're going to be getting in the box. I just get the rest out. Sheena is living her best life over there. I tell you what, she's literally, well, not literally, but she is knee deep in the box of goodies. Look at all of it. Look at all of that. It is a heavy wad. It is £9. We weighed it yesterday. £9 worth of papers you're getting in here. Look, absolutely stunning. £39.99 is the price here. $47.96. Another thing, that's one of my favourites as well, with all of the script on there. You've got the Scrabble letters, you've got the musical manuscript, there's flowers, there's butterflies, you've got, it says Daisy, which obviously I'm going to love. But you've got all of these beautiful uncoated papers, and they are single-sided, which I know a lot of you loved about the original My Special Papers box, because it means that you're never wasting, you see. You can, oh, that's a lovely paper. That one we've not seen before, have we? With the lights. That is absolutely gorgeous. I really love that. Yeah, so you're not wasting papers when you're popping these on your projects, because you know that they're only single-sided. If you want to multi-order these, you are more than welcome to do so as well. And there are a lot of people, certainly with the original My Special Papers paper pads did. There's a lot in here to keep you going. You know, if you can only stretch to the one box, you're not going to run out of these anytime soon. However, what will happen, I think, eventually, like with the My Special Papers box 1, these will disappear. So if you can afford to stretch to maybe a couple of boxes here, or maybe you want to pick one up for a friend, then do so now whilst we've got a healthier stock. All of that, 240 sheets in that beautifully as well, I must say, presented box, which you will want to keep even when you have finally finished your papers. $39.99, $47.96. I'm excited to see which paper Sheena has taken out of the box. So we'll fire over to her in just a second. Comments coming through from Karen, who says, I've sent in a pic of my craft along card. Nice, just uploading, we'll have a look at that. I'm very happy for the new schedule, says Melanie D. And Sarah says, Sheena is disappearing behind the pile of those gorgeous new papers. You almost could. If Leanne was here, I feel like she would totally disappear. These papers are gorgeous, says Melanie D. Beautiful papers, says Lynn Morton. And Fiona says, see, I was sort of right. You know the beautiful doggy, of whose name I've now forgotten, Harley? She is an Australian Labradoodle. Thank you, she's definitely a character. She looks a character. You know when you can just tell, like when I show you pictures of my Molly, like, you can just tell she's a character. It's like when Willow comes in. You can tell, they've got that cheeky little face, haven't they? You know, but you think they can get up to no good at the drop of a hat. Yeah. Right, so Sheena has chosen 76 different designs from the, and she's going to demo with all 76.
Absolutely. You know what? It's too difficult. Right,
No.
so here's the, I thought it would be easier, I'm not going to lie, because there's just too many. Well, I bought the last set, the last box.
Oh, did you?
I did buy it, yeah. I bought it from the Evesham shop. I tried to resist, and then I went in and I couldn't resist. So I bought it. And now this one, as you were saying, Ben, there's that much, too many bits to choose from.
She has almost picked 76.
I have. You know what? I can't decide, because here's the thing. They are beautiful, and I'm thinking to make quick cards, they are stunning. So there's things you can do to your papers. The obvious thing is to add a bit of ink to them, is it not? You know, ink, because it's a matte surface as well. You can put a little bit of your metallic pens to them as well. You can do that. We can use the shimmer sprays on them, which we're going to do. The other thing we're going to do is for these ones here, I mean, that's going to fill. I've just made a couple of little small square cards here. These bits here will virtually fill the whole card for a quick card and then a sentiment.
Yeah.
You could put a bit of shimmer spray on that and then you're done. Yeah, you've got 2 square cards done there, and then you've got a couple of backgrounds to put something else on. So that's a possibility for 4 quick cards.
Yeah.
I think that's a contender. This one is
Beautiful.
Absolutely stunning for the same reason. There, so that's another contender. This one, same deal. I wouldn't probably cut these out because me cutting out, not so much. However, What you could do is you could highlight some of these flowers if you cut them out and place them on a card and make some of them glossy with with the aid of glycerin and embossing powder.
Okay.
So that's something we could do. So let's park that there. So what I'm doing is I'm going through as I would. So this is me being the shopper like you. Getting the box, checking them out at speed. I wouldn't have had to do them like at the rate of knots like I've just done. Panic shopping, panic looking. I'd take a bit more time, but thinking off the top of my head, and what can I do with them? How can I play with them? What can I do more with them? So that could well be the one that I'm going to use with a little bit of glycerin. That would also work with the glycerin treatment. So there's 2 there. This one, this is just crying out for being cut out, these little butterflies, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I think they would look great. Now, if I cut them out, again, you could glycerin these to make them shiny, and you could put them on a base card, on craft card. Do you concur, guys out there? What do you think?
Let us
that
know.
would be a nice card.
So many ideas here.
I'm going to do that. I think I'm
Okay.
going to make a card with that because these bigger ones would also cut out. Let's do that as a card project.
Okay.
Let's say that's a definite. These, again, say these larger elements. I mean, there's multiples of this, so it's not like you go, oh, but I love that piece of paper, and I'm going to lose so much around there. Well, if you cut him out and you cut him out, you've still got all of this here as a background for another square card. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
You've still got all that real estate.
All the real estate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You've got
do.
the card real estate there. So this is what I'm thinking as like a frugal crafter. So you're not losing a lot. Again, so much. Yet, look, you've got a great card corner for a larger card there by cutting this guy out and sticking it on a corner of a white background. They're gorgeous backgrounds, but they're great cards.
That's pretty.
Absolutely great cards. They're just stunning. Again, if you're good with scissors, I would cut that and have that in the corner on a white card. If you think frugally and you sell your cards, you can do so much with them.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's get working. Let's see what we can do with that one there, that more muted one, and then we'll come back. We've got so many parks to play with, haven't we?
Well, I mean, we have. And what have we got? About 25 minutes, half an hour, something like that, I think, before we have our little chit chat. I just wanted to as well, more for my mind as well, the papers that you've got in here, the different designs. So it's from the Butterflies and Blooms, True Love, Meadow Garden, Floral Scrapbook, and Sarah's Signature Country Lane, plus 48 brand new designs in there as well. So those are the collections plus the new ones. So you get a little mixture of papers that you love and some ones which you haven't seen, which you will love.
Excellent, right. So we can soup the colour up on these as well. We can bling them up a bit more, Ben.
Oh yeah.
So even though they've got colour on, you can spice them up a little bit more. Shall we do that as well?
Spice up your life.
Yeah, spice up your life. That was me being a Spice Girl.
It sounded a bit like that, actually.
It was spooky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was, yeah,
Spice up
it's
your life.
definitely posh, wasn't it?
Every boy and every girl. Spice up your life.
Right, so if you look at the palette, right, we've got just because they're in front of me, we can use them. We've got Firelight Sparkle. What I'm doing is, here's the thing. Back up, Sheena. The way to make your life easier, go with what the artist's given you, right? Look at the colour tones, look at what they've got in the paper. Is it a warm pink, is it a cool pink? Right, get a bit of paper to start with, get a bit of scrap paper, right? Make your life easier.
Yeah.
We're going to just put a glaze over these little butterflies first. So we'll put a little spray out and we'll try it out on a bit of paper. That's not bad. That would work nicely with that.
It would work
yeah,
nicely,
that would
yeah.
work nicely.
almost a
So
perfect
we're on a
match.
winner chicken dinner already.
Winner, chicken
let's
dinner.
just pop that straight on there like that. So what we've done, we haven't had to do a lot of work. All we've done is popped a little bit more intense colour on these butterflies like that. And we've still got that shading that the artist's given us underneath, but we've just given it a bit more pop, and that's the beauty. That's why I love to get a paper that will allow you to play with it, all
Yeah.
right? So that's the first thing you can do. That there.
Pretty.
Lovely. Now there's another little colour combination going on there, which is the greeny tone, the bluey greeny tone. So we've got this one here, that there. Can you see we've got some of this colour? Can you see how it's reflected in there? So the one we used there was the Firelight Sparkle.
Yep.
So, oh, this one's brand new. So we'll take that out. Now, of course, these are used to just spray on the background, which we can do in a minute. We can just spray the backgrounds with that because you can't get easier than that. So all these things that you've got in your kit. So yeah, the papers are gorgeous and they are perfect as they are, but you can play with them further. So we'll pop a little bit of that on this guy here.
The papers are beautiful, says Eleanor. And Beth has messaged to say, Sheena's desk looks like mine. Good to see others looking like a natural disaster.
Yeah, but you know what? I bet you there's loads of crafters out there. I bet the majority of crafters are more like this than dead tidy.
I think probably. And as I say, for those of you that saw the sort of crafty bits that I did and have seen me craft on craft-alongs in the past, I'd make a heck of a mess. It's quite hard not to, isn't it? Once you get into the kind of mood of doing it. I think if you're too busy tidying up as you go, it's not as much
you're in
fun.
the zone, Ben. You're in the zone. Right, so we've enhanced the colour on those little guys there, yeah?
Yeah.
We've popped the colour out.
Incredible.
Incredibly. And then we've also got bling on them, if we get the light on them.
Oh, yeah, you can see that.
Even add embossing to them.
Come on,
Should
then.
we add embossing
Come
to
on,
them as
then.
well? What? Is there anything? Wow, somebody stop us. What?
Somebody
So,
stop me.
Yeah, so we'll pop that, a little bit of glitter in there, and we'll get the clear embossing powder out. Now I'm going to dry these just a little bit now, just to flatten the paper a little bit. Yeah, but you know what the next thing is? This is the way we're going to have a little bit of Ben talking while I speed cut these out. Uh-oh, what am I doing? What have I done? Yeah, this will be fun. We may not cut them all out, just a few.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Well, Cindy says you have just made these papers so posh and luxe, which I think means luxurious. We are still after more questions, by the way. I've been told we have 8 questions currently for Essentials Corner, which is a good number. We've had more, we've had less, and we will get more when we get over there. But you've got about another, I don't know, 10 minutes or so before we'll need those questions in. So fire away, dear viewer. Look at this.
So you could do that on any of your papers and not cut them out. We could just blinged up any of those gorgeous flowers with just, so you don't have to spray your shimmer sprays on there. So if, you know, because we know we've got the refill bottles, and if they do, you know, clog up and you don't want to clean them and you think, you just paint them on. Just put them in a little bit of thing and paint them on. But what we'll do now is we'll take the embossing powder, clear embossing powder and glycerin, and we'll just take a tiny little bit on your brush and paint the glycerin on the on the wing.
Wing, yeah.
Yeah, and then, and it doesn't matter if we go outside this because I'm going to cut it out. So just make sure you've painted it. You don't want it dripping, you just want it on the butterfly. And then, and what this is doing is it's acting like an embossing ink pad.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then we're going to get the bit of paper. We'll just do this one. And it just depends how absorbent this paper is. Just have a look. What you want is it to look slightly shiny, but not running with liquid. Okay, and then we'll pop a little bit of embossing powder on there. And what you want is the embossing powder to stick, basically. Like that. Yeah, can you see the embossing powder stuff? Mm-hmm. And then you melt it. So you can do this without the bling underneath as well. So you've just got glossy accents on your papers as well. So you've got like even more posh papers. So, you know, the more your papers have got all these extra bits on them, usually you pay more for anything added to the papers.
Absolutely you would, yeah.
You pay all, you know, this is all added features that cost extra.
Shows how good the papers are as well, doesn't it, really, that you can do all of these different techniques on them and they're going to take it, as it were.
Absolutely, Ben. So there you've got a blingy. Can you see that?
Yeah,
That leaf there is all glossy.
that is incredible. So good.
Yeah, that one there, I think I might have just overheated it a tad, but that was just with me haste. So we can do that with the others. We'll do a couple more,
Yeah.
and then I'll cut a couple out. Yeah. So just same thing, just paint it on there, and then pop your embossing powder on, heat it, and away you go.
Thank you for sharing these ideas, says Pat, these types of ideas. I'm making a list for my continued book of projects. Wish I could have made the leather covering for it, but it has plastic on it already. Oh. Jamie's just said, rip it off. There's certainly going to be lots to take away from this show, isn't there? You're not going to have come away from the show going, oh, she didn't really show us much, did she? It wasn't very inspiring today. Oh dear, I don't know what to do. You're going to go away, yeah, not just from this show actually, from the day to day with loads of ideas. You had all of the cool ideas this morning from Masterclass that Sheena showed you with the Timeless Leaves collection, also the Lakeside Stamps collection, stamped onto the acetate, which is really cool. And then, of course, the Craft Along project that we did just between 3 and 4 with the watercolour shimmer palettes and also the Timeless Leaves collection. No, the bold, what was that one? Bold Florals. And then in this show, making that faux leather effect. And now all of these different techniques with your My Special Papers. Who's ordered the My Special Papers, by the way? Do let me know on that front. And how many boxes did you go for? Good morning, everyone, from sunny Montana, says Mary Pat. Happy May Day. Oh, yeah, May Day today. May Day.
May Day.
May Day. May Day. May Day is just the first day of May. May Day. Because it's May Day. Why don't we have January Day? Because it won't work, would it? You know, January Day. Why don't we have February Day? Because it wouldn't work. Nicola, shush. May Day. May Day is a European festival of ancient origins marking the beginning of summer. Summer? Summer? We've really just got into spring, haven't we? Hang on. No. May Day is a European festival of ancient origins marking the beginning of summer, usually celebrated on the 1st of May, around halfway between the Northern Hemisphere's spring equinox and June solstice. Festivities may also be held the night before, known as May Eve or Bringing in the May. My birthday is May Eve, Bringing in the May. Well, there you go. We learn something new every day whilst Sheena is just crafting away here. Nicey, says Lynn Morton, and fabulous, says Nanny to the Girls, would work to bling up without adding extra for when posting. That's a really good shout, Sheena, isn't it? So, like, blinging your papers like this is not going to add to your postage bill.
Absolutely, and you can, and definitely, and you've invested in some fabulous. So you're not also going to have to worry about the colouring and matching and colour palettes. It's all been done for you.
Yeah.
Very cost effective as well. You know, you've got your accents there. My cutting out is really appalling here, and I'm trying to speed cut.
Better than mine.
But it'll serve its purpose to hopefully just show you how you can create a little quick, pretty card using just one sheet of paper quickly. And I don't know what the other guys have done with the papers, but it's because it's the first time I've seen them.
Not this. More sort of construction-y stuff.
Okay.
Debbie was doing yesterday, wasn't she? And you can follow Debbie's construction yesterday. Oh, and yes, you can obviously then do Debbie's construction from yesterday and then decorate it with all Sheena's tips. So it would be like a Debbie Sheena hybrid project.
But that's the fun of it. That's why it's nice to have everyone's different approaches, isn't it? That's the good thing about it, because we all have different things, don't we? So we've got the two there. I coloured this, I did this one here, and then I thought, oh no, have you seen how delicate those wings are? Seriously, I'm never going to speed cut that one. So I coloured this little guy here. So 3 little butterflies. More would be better, but 3 is what we're going to get, just to maybe see a very quick, simple card idea, and we'll get a bit of inking on it as well, possibly a little bit of shimmer, we'll see. But yeah, so just don't forget the glycerin option.
Yeah.
There's the shimmer option, the inking option. Lots of things you can do with your papers if they are the right papers. They're not all the right papers. I've seen lots of papers that look pretty, but they're like shiny. And if they're shiny coated, you really you've got what you've got. You can't do anything with them.
No, but with these, I mean, these are the papers you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly. You
Good
really,
papers they are.
you can do so much more with them, and that's what I like. I like things that they're great to go, but if you want to play, you can.
That's it.
You know, yeah.
Terry H has ordered the special papers too. She says I got both sets. Nice.
Nice.
Lynn says got a box of my special papers too, and Karen says I ordered a box of my special papers from HSN. Lots of people grabbing them. You can still get them tonight as well. Look on the screen, $39.99 or $47.96. We did another demo.
Well, I'm just going to put this together if we've got time.
Okay.
But I'm trying to work out how to cut a piece of card with paper without getting the big thing out.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? I was like, you just see my head, like trying to work out there.
Yeah.
That was quite, they're laughing at me here. I was like, yeah, she's not mathematically minded, is she, bless her? No, not so much. Yeah, it's a bit sad, but there you go. Right, I'm going to do that there, out there. Right, can you see this is as much measuring as it gets. Right, that's going to stick there. That'll do
It's just
there.
a little bit more organic, isn't it? I would say.
Yeah, very organic.
Yeah.
Very like, and numerically like challenged is what it is, Ben. Yeah. Okay, so that one that way up, and that way up. Yeah, I'll do like that.
That's pretty good. You
Yeah.
actually make some really nice mats and layers, considering that you do them by eye. You know what I mean? I think you're very accurate and very, straight, considering. I can't even get them that straight when I measure.
Really?
Yeah, be more Sheena. Just whack it in, do it by eye.
Whack it in. Yeah. So I would put some wording on there. Oh, we haven't got the wording cut out. You know what would look really cute on that? You know the frame in the this frame. You could put that frame in there.
That would look nice, actually.
That would look pretty, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it
That
would.
on there
Yeah.
with the butterflies flying around it.
Yeah, make
And
your
a
own little
little bit of
butterfly
inking.
wreath, maybe.
That would look nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But we need a bit of inking around there, and we could do with a Madeline. Have we got time to do that? Yeah?
Yeah,
A bit of
I think so.
inking around the outside? Because we can. This is just to show a little bit of inking around the outside. So I'm going to use this smoked emerald because I think that would work with the tone of that. And I just need to find a...
Oh,
oops.
hello.
Hello, that would be me then, an inking tool. So smoked emerald, just because I think it'll tie in with the tone of the palette, although it's got every other colour on this tool. There's no clean inking tools, Ben.
Debbie.
Oh, Debbie, man, Debbie.
What was she like yesterday? Seriously.
Oh.
Ooh, dear. Ooh, wait till I see that,
Debbie, man.
that fisherman.
Fisherman. Fisherman.
Ian
Is that
Fisherman.
like Fisherman's Friends?
I love that.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, I loved the first one I liked. The second one wasn't as good.
No, it wasn't, was it?
Nah, the first one was great.
The first one's such a good film.
Yeah, loved the first one.
Yeah.
Right, okay, there's my card. That would go on there like that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and then these little guys, if we haven't got time to do that little circle thing, just know that that little hoop, look, that would look really cool.
Yeah, I get
Wouldn't
the
it?
idea
See?
there.
See what I mean? And you could have these little guys just flying around
Yeah.
like this. Maybe
Fab.
just spaced out wherever, and then you could have some wording on there.
Yeah.
But that's exactly how you could use your little papers and things,
I love it.
and just with a little...
That is fab. Last chance for you to get your questions in because we're heading over to the corner in just a second. I can see pictures as well. We're going to do those whilst we're over the other side in just a bit. Okay, so we're going to do pictures, we're going to do questions, we're going to do all sorts. Have a nice little time over on Essentials Corner. Get these though. if you haven't yet got them, because do you know what? It's a really, really good point actually from producer Nicola. You've had like the best of all worlds over the last few days, in the fact that yesterday with Debbie, you saw loads of construction pieces, didn't you? So you saw how to make your bags, how to make your little envelopes, baskety things, just a little bit of basket weaving, didn't she? So you got all of that, and now you can combine all of that expertise and tuition with all of the kind of bling which Sheena sort of added to the party there as well. So it's a great box to go for. Again, don't forget you've got a collection of some of your favourite papers in here from recent times, and 48 brand new designs within the box. So it's 240 papers in total, 160 GSM, 120 different designs. So you're getting 2 sheets of each of the papers within the box. And what a price. Let's just look at that again. £39.99, $47.96 if you're a platinum member. And I mean, insane really, isn't it? What do we work it out at? Is it like 20p a sheet or something? I think it was 28 cents is, I think, what we worked it out at. And I know lots of you already have picked this up. Lynn's got hers, Terry's got hers. Ellen is saying, I never thought of colouring the papers. I'm going to have to try it. And Wendy Graham says, I ordered the papers yesterday. I don't buy any other papers than Crafter's Companion. They are always such good quality, I should say. And Tonya Unicorn says, Mayday. Here in America, we used to put flowers on the doorstep, ring the bell and run, so there was a surprise for someone on the doorstep. I don't think people do that anymore. I've never heard of that for May Day, but that's really sweet.
That's lovely.
So it's kind of like, you know, what was it called, like back in the day when you used to knock and then run away?
Knocking 9 doors, we used to call it.
Doors.
Sorry?
Nick, what was it called?
Knocking 9 doors, we used to call it.
Knocking 9 doors. So it's like a
Don't know
nice
what the
version
9
of that.
doors was.
Cindy says, yes, we do. Sometimes it's treats or a small gift. My grandkids love doing that as much as my kids did. And Terry H says, my grandkids are doing May baskets after school today. The kids here, like when my kids were little, they used to do like the maypole at like primary school and stuff. Dance around the maypole, and they make their own little May bonnets and stuff like that. They do. Yeah. Oh yeah, Nicola. Yeah. It's what we all do on May Day. Right, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, your pictures, your questions, any more requests, and we'll see you in about 4 or 5 minutes. First of all, though, here's Becky Schwartz.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come into work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed. Best part of my day is when we come in and I get to see everybody. I really enjoy being up here. It's really nice to see all my friends, and this is my happy place. I do like to see everyone, and also, of course, if Christina's in, I'm getting my breakfast from Christina before I start the day. Early riser without a doubt, never a night owl. I'm in bed at 9:30. Bath at night, shower in the morning. I'm very clean. Tea, the colour of He-Man. Both. I like pancakes with bacon and maple syrup. Craft along, because there's always a softer side to craft along. My phone, my life is my phone. Yeah, the phone and the dog, unless they're coming up here and I can't bring the dog in. My favourite lunch isn't lunch. My favourite lunch is afternoon tea. That's what I'd like. Lots of selection of sandwiches, some scones, or scones, some cream and jam, and some little cakes. But I couldn't have it every day because I'd be the size of a house. Oh, that changes for the moment. My favourite song at the moment is Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten. Or make myself a cup of tea and go and have a bath.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive market and sweets, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. Think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White. You're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
Day to day looks like, on a normal day when I'm working from home, get up, breakfast, quick phone call with my daughter, and then I'm up in the craft room and I spend all my time in the craft room. If it's spending a day with the grandkids, that's it. That's my best part of the day, just spending time with family and those gorgeous little grandkids of mine. The best part of the day when I'm at work is when I go on air, because I absolutely love it. Both. I prefer a shower in the morning. I feel fresher. I feel that I can tackle my day. However, depending on how that day's been, I also would have a double shower, so I'd have one in the morning and one at night too. Absolutely, 100% coffee. Will always be coffee, and flavoured coffee is my favourite at the moment. Dare I say, it's a full English breakfast, the full works, the beans, the tomatoes, the bacon, the sausage, and everything else that goes with a traditional English breakfast. Craft along. Every day of the week. I absolutely love going through the stages from the start of a project to the end of a project. So craft along is definitely my favourite choice. I can't leave without my lipstick. It's a given thing. I once didn't have a lipstick on me and Leanne helped me out that day. Kick off the shoes, sit down for a couple of minutes, just gather my thoughts and then grab my tea.
Hello everybody, welcome back. Here we are, sat on the sofas. We are here for your viewing pleasure though, in Essentials Corner. Thank you for all of the questions you sent in. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 questions to get through. Some crafting, some, well, nosy. I wonder who sent the nosy questions in. But before we do that, we are going to have a look at a little gallery that you sent in. So Karen did your craft along earlier.
Wow!
How incredible is that?
Brilliant! Cheers, Karen. Love it. That is fab.
Isn't it brilliant that there's another one coming in just a second here that people
how cool!
have had the opportunity to do it. Did you do it live, Karen? Did you say? I think Sandra did as well. Who's the second picture?
Oh yes, well done. I love them. Well done, Sandra. I love it. Hey, brilliant. Cheers, guys.
You'll have to definitely come back and do another craft along at a point because
I've definitely scheduled in for another one.
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
great though, isn't it? It must be great for you that
It's
you've done this project and now
it's
people
lovely
are copying it.
Well, to see it happen so quickly as well.
Yeah.
Don't want to hang around. Love it.
Just so good. And then of course we've got some pictures of
Lennox.
Lennox is a little Frenchie, right?
Lennox,
French,
look at him.
French bulldog.
Oh,
Who does Lennox belong to?
look at these lugs. Lennox lugs, look at them. Look at his ears there.
I know he's got big ears.
Yeah, it's lush.
What, a Tottenham beanie? Oh, is that a Tottenham Hotspur throw, is it? Jamie likes the throw that Lennox is sat on because he's a Tottenham Hotspur fan. That's the reason why. I love this next picture, this cute collie.
Oh,
McGee. Yes.
McGee.
Is a mini American.
Oh, he's beautiful. He's got
Oh,
icy
an
blue eyes.
Aussie Shepherd dog. Well, sort of like collie-ish. But he's taller than the mini, so they call him a midi.
A midi. Oh, he's lovely.
Who does McGee belong to? What a great name as well.
McGee. Hey, McGee. He sounds like he would be intelligent,
Yes.
wouldn't it? McGee will know. McGee will sort it.
McGee, yeah. Do you know what he sounds a bit like? Like some sort of like 70s cop show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Tonight on McGee.
Yeah, on McGee, yeah. For the next investigation by McGee.
McGee. Someone call McGee. Get McGee on the case.
Yeah.
It's Carol's dog. Carol, who meant to send in a picture of her project, but then sent in the picture of McGee. I'm loving McGee.
Excellent. He's lovely.
Michelle, I sent a picture of, the 20th would have been Michelle's 32nd wedding anniversary. So instead, she took her daughter to Niagara Falls. Is that somewhere you visited when you were in the
No, I've never been
States?
to Niagara Falls, no. Would like to go to Niagara Falls.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Not going over in a barrel.
No, look at this picture.
Oh.
That's Michelle and Deja.
So it was a little bit wet then, I would imagine.
Yeah, those ponchos are definitely going to come in handy, I think, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Yes.
That's amazing.
Fabulous.
Thank you, everybody.
Love
I
it.
loved all of those pictures. We'll do some more galleries again tomorrow when Debbie is in.
I love the galleries.
The galleries are fun, aren't they?
Yeah, I love them. Love them.
Karen's just said, thank you for showing my craft along pic. I started doing it live, but ended up having a lot of interruptions, so it took twice as long. Well, we appreciate the fact that you sent it in, Karen. It was marvellous, wasn't it?
Absolutely love it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so questions. There's 11 to tackle here.
All right.
Someone called Producer Nicola. Yeah. Your specialist subject is anything you get asked. Question 1. Producer Nicola says, what is the first thing that you're going to do when you get home?
Right, well, we've got to empty the fridge in the van. It's practical. Things like that. Empty the fridge in the van. Probably put the heating on. It's going to be freezing.
Oh, yeah, your house will be
It's
absolutely
gonna be
frozen.
Yeah, just thinking that. And you know what the thing is in the van? Everything's, we've got it's all cocoon. It's like a little cocoon, a den, isn't it?
Yeah.
The house is going to seem massive and cold. Maybe build a tent around the bedroom, around the bed.
Or you could just drive the van onto your driveway and just stay in
sleep
the van.
Probably just sleep in the van.
Yeah.
Sleep in the van.
And then just nip into the house when you need like bits and pieces.
And then, bathroom and shower and then back in the van.
Yeah. You must have a lot of washing to do as well, I'd have thought.
Oh, loads of washing. It's practical stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got practical things. It's got to empty the fridge, and take all the washing in. Tonight, that's what it'll be. Just like, essential stuff in, and then have a lie in the morning, and then deal with it all tomorrow. Yeah.
When I've been on like a long journey, I tend to just want to get stuff, like especially with washing, I just have to get all of that out, unpack, and get a wash on straight away.
Get a wash in tonight. It'll have to be tonight.
Yeah.
So at least you started it, and like I say, the stuff out the fridge, which will have to be not wasted, and because you turn the fridge off and stuff.
Good first question. Thank you,
good
Producer
question,
Nicola.
Nicola.
Good question. Director Jamie, I've got a question. What was the surf part of your surf and turf yesterday? So I had Laura did me surf and turf for my birthday meal. Yeah, it was big king prawns.
Oh, lovely.
It's really nice.
Nice, lovely.
Yeah.
Like king prawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like seafood.
Do you?
I like seafood. Didn't like the seafood I had yesterday. I won't lie. It was nice. It was too rich.
What was it again? You said
It was fish chowder. And when I lived in America, clam chowder. Thank you very much. Loved it. And I loved a corn chowder. I just like a chowder. Make a nice corn chowder. I was just saying I need to make another corn chowder. Love it. Need to make that again.
I don't think I've ever eaten a chowder. It's like thick soup, is it?
Yes, it's lovely. It's very wholesome and hearty. Great winter soup. Used to have a corn chowder and cornbread. Oh, with honey butter. Oh, I miss those things.
Is that what... When I think of chowder, I don't know why, I always think of it inside like a bread roll or something.
They used to serve, you can serve it like that, yeah, like a crusty cob thing with the stuff in it.
Yeah.
And stuff, yeah. But yeah, I do that. But it's very popular in America. A clam chowder, corn chowder, good chowder. So I had fish chowder, but it was like,
Too much.
it was more like just double cream with lots of stuff. It was very, very, very rich. Yeah.
Any chowder fans, send me some recipes. I might make some. I love to make a soup, but never made a chowder. Producer Nicola, another question.
A question, producer Nicola.
I'm doing it in order. Are you inspired to make a collection about the North East after all your travelling around?
Yes, you know what? Absolutely. It's inspiration so much. Oh, yes, definitely one, especially. I would like to do what I like to do, but of course sometimes it's not what everybody else wants. But what I would like to do is a coastal one. And if I can make it so that you guys can make good stuff with it, it's like, how can I break this down so it would look easy to make good stuff with it? That's the next thing. I was sitting, and it was just at South Shields, and they've got some. Did I tell you about the scene at the cliffs at South Shields? So it was last week, and it was really stormy weather, but the sun came out in the evening, and it was such intense like contrast on the cliffs. And you had really dark areas and really light areas, and it looked amazing. I took a few photos, and when I get back, I'm absolutely going to do a painting just for my pleasure of this cliff scene. And I took the pictures and the waves breaking, but you know, we were talking about colouring. It is Colour Me Happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go off on one here. Is that all right?
You're fine.
It's all relevant. So with mediums, with colouring in, with your cards as well, you get different finishes with different colouring mediums, don't you? You've got like your pens, your alcohol pens, you've got your sparkle mediums, you've got your aqua pens. Yeah. Well, in the arty world as well, you've got watercolours, which give a much more delicate, ethereal, washed out look. But then you've got things like oil paint, much stronger. But you've got things like gouache, you know, like the white gouache we use. Well, gouache watercolours are they look more like oil paints, but they're watercolours. And they are much more impactful. You know the posters like in the 20s and 30s where it was like, come to Whitley Bay, and they're like, are the 20s women with like the swimming caps and things, and they're very, very art, like deco.
Yeah.
That's what I want to paint the cliffs in,
Okay.
gouache.
Mm-hmm.
So I went off a little tangent, but it's relevant. And so think about what mediums you're going to colour your things in, which will make the things look different. And that's what I'm thinking about when I'm designing for you guys. So it's not just about what I would like for me to look at and what would give me pleasure to draw or paint. It's all got to be then what products would you use, or what I could teach you to use, or make simple to use, or make a formula to use that would give you good results and make it accessible for good finished results. Does that make sense?
Is that a good answer to your question, Nicola?
I was like, wish I hadn't asked that. Last time out of my mouth.
Director Jamie, and then we'll get on to your... Sorry, everyone, they're hogging their questions. What do you do with the sea glass after you've picked it, says Jamie?
Haven't a clue. We've got bags of it. It's just pretty. I have to say...
It's quite small, right?
It's different, yeah. You know what? When you see people collecting it, like we've been watching like videos of people collecting this thing, and we had in our head visions of like this, chunks of it like this, thinking, what? And we felt so inadequate, because I was like this.
Shake a card?
Well, shake a card, yeah. But turns out, you know, you can't tell scale on a picture. So I don't think we've done too badly. But apparently you can clean it, and if you put a little bit of oil and stuff on it. But what I think we're going to do is just put it in a bowl.
Okay.
Or in a glass jar.
Yeah.
And just...
Home decor.
Just decor, yeah, home decor. I know people make like pebble art pictures and things with it, and you can. Karen, the lady who also does the wildlife photography and orca and the preservation and stuff, she does craft fairs, and you know how she got into crafting? Us.
Is that right?
They stayed with Maria and I when they were selling the house for 3 months.
Yeah.
And got into crafting then. So she does craft fairs, sells the product to make money for the charities for all kind of places. And she does pebble art pictures, and she'll use the little sea glass for like Christmas lights on our little pebble art pictures and things.
Ah. Jeanette Shirley, would you please remind me of the difference between the sparkle pens and the glitter pens?
The glitter pens, are
Yeah.
those the...
They've got the hard nib, haven't they? And the sparkle pens are the ones with the brush.
See, you're asking me, and I'm supposed to be the person advising you. See, I've got to be honest, there's a lot of products that, since when I was away wandering and come back, Crafter's Companion brought it. I can talk till the cows come home on sparkle pens.
Yeah.
Because that's what we use today.
Glitter pens have got like a harder nib, and they're normally more for like sort of decoration and doodling.
Are those the ones that like split the colour and things? Are those that...
No, that's the flip markers.
Right.
These are just... they are watercolour pens, but they've got like a hard nib. And
like a ball point, they're ball nib.
A bigger nib than that. They've got quite a thick nib. But I remember when we launched them, it was sort of said, you know, more for doodling, more for kind of adding embellishments and stuff.
So like a manga art, you wouldn't watercolour with them.
No,
you'd
like
literally use them from the pen.
Yeah, you know, like when you have your watercolour, the sparkle brush,
and then you blend them out.
You blend
with
it
water.
out and that kind of thing. You wouldn't necessarily do that with the glitter pen.
Okay, so use them directly from the pen.
Yeah.
You don't use them like a watercolour medium.
No.
All right, so between us, we've done it.
Yeah.
There you go. Teamwork. Yay.
Jeanette also says, is there a use for linen card beside mats for cards? So is there anywhere else you would use linen card?
You know what? You've got to try the card. You could. It depends how textured it is, because you can get away with stamping on it if it's not too textured. And you could get away with colouring on it if you try the colouring medium. If it's not formulated to work with a wet medium, then it might buckle if it's not heavyweight enough. Pretty much more of a matting and layering medium, to be honest, I would say.
Fiona Fletcher, just realised the time. Fiona Fletcher says, how can I stop water lines when watercolouring? I have tissue in hand, but I still have trouble getting the right consistency for painting.
Stop water lines. One of the things you can do, if you're trying to do a seamless blend on a background, if you use firstly, are you using the right cord? So watercolour cord, essential. And the second thing is use the biggest brush you can. You know, the Roland Langnagel, the large flat brush. The bigger the brush you can use and control, the better. Always go to the biggest brush you can manage every time with watercolour.
Okay.
Every time. And one way to get no water join lines is work more quickly, but if you wet the card first, put a wash of water over it first. It doesn't have to be soaking wet, just get the card damp first and then work one line into the next. You shouldn't get a join line.
Okay. Let us know how you get on with all of these as well. Pat says, I could see making several of these. That's the faux leather. She says, and putting them in storage for future use. I might even try different colours of the cardstock. I'm maybe thinking in blue. What do you think, Sheena?
Absolutely. You could try with a blue-based cardstock, but dirty it up a bit. If I was using a blue card, also try to find your card's so different in its composition. There's some cards are really dense, and other cards are more fibrous. So a card that I think you would have more success with is more of a fibrous card. You know, a bulky, pulpier card, and it'll take the glycerin better. And then when you come to ink it, use like a brown ink on it and a black ink on it to dirty it up a little bit, because the blue is going to look really bright, shiny. Yeah. And you want to make it look more leathery, like a natural substance. So tone it down with the ink, with like a natural browny ink. Yeah, so take it down that way. Yeah.
Laurie says, Sheena, can you use embossing powder on canvases for painting?
Canvases for painting? I've never done it, and I don't think you'd have much success with it. Too much texture there.
Is there?
Yeah. On canvas, to get that glossy effect, you would more likely use a glossy texture medium, like a artist medium, you like a texture paste that's glossy,
Yeah.
a glossy texture paste. That would be we finally got there. A glossy texture paste would give you that effect. That'd be what you're looking for.
Pat says, another question for Sheena's chat. Can you put some type of colouring into the white embossing powder that you're using? If so, what would you suggest? I mean, you can get different coloured embossing powders, can't you?
You what, sorry?
You can get different coloured embossing
Yeah,
powders.
just get different coloured embossing powders. Yes, just use the different coloured inks, honestly. Don't use clear embossing powder over the top. What companies do is they usually buy, and there's a particular company that supplies 90% of all the other companies that you buy the embossing powder from, and then they add powdery stuff to it and micas to it, but they know the right ratio and formula to add with the colouring pigment. It gets difficult to do that. And sometimes they separate. It's not easy to do when they put glitters in them and they can separate. You're much easier just using a coloured ink and putting clear embossing powder on top of it.
Yeah. Two final questions. Melanie D, thank you, Melanie, for your question. Should the opaque white pen be stored upright or flat?
Upright or flat? Not upright. Don't store it upright. Because if you store it upright, you see the thing is that's acrylic ink, and you don't want that nib to dry out, really. You want that nib to stay wet and use it frequently. The best thing I can say to make that pen work more often and better is to use it more often, because acrylic, when it dries, it doesn't wet as easily as, again. So the more often you use that pen, the nib will function better. But so dry it flat and it's got more chance of the ink flowing into that nib than if it's standing upright.
Thank you, Carol, by the way. Your dog McGee is, I told you it was a detective, is named after a character on the TV show NCIS.
Oh, well, there you
So
go.
it is a
All right.
detective.
Was it?
McGee.
Whoa, McGee.
And final question for today goes to Lynn Morton, who says Tesco sells cornbread. Thank you.
Tesco sells cornbread.
Apparently.
Is it is it right bread? It's not
no,
the same.
it's the-
Thank you, but it's not American cornbread. You know, if you're in the States,
But
cornbread.
Lynn wants to know, who's in
but thank you.
Newcastle, where did Sheena grow up?
I grew up in Gosforth. I went to Gosforth High School. Proper Geordie.
Proper Geordie.
Proper Geordie, man. Yeah.
And here endeth the questions. You scored 11 out of 11 with no passes.
Thank you.
What a day. What a day. The first of the new schedule. When are you back?
I'm back on the 13th.
Oh, so you're not
Too long.
next week? Week
The
after?
week after. Yeah, the Monday. Back
And-
on a Monday.
What?
I know.
What? What are we doing?
Oh, man.
Oh, my brain fried. Have you any sneak peeks as to what's coming up that day, or nothing much you can tell us?
I know nothing.
Oh,
I got nothing.
so you got nothing. Well, I can tell you that tomorrow we have Debbie Robinson back in the house, and we are bringing you Cartload at midday preview. Then at 2 o'clock, I'm getting it right. I'm not even going to look at the little thing you give me there, Jamie. I'm not looking. At 2 o'clock, we have got Countdown to Launch, which is our brand new show. It's 2 o'clock till 4. Countdown to Launch, which is you guys can work out what time it is, Eastern and Pacific. 9 Eastern, which is don't tell me, which is 4 Pacific. 6 Pacific, and then of course we've got Cartload tomorrow night, normal time, live at 5. It's going to be a great day. Make sure you're in for Countdown for Launch. It's going to be amazing. Thank you so much, Sheena. It's been a marvellous day.
Cheers, lovely.
We did it. We did it. I am back with you tomorrow, as I say, with Debbie. But massive thank you to Sheena. Thank you to Susie on the socials. Thank you to all the team. As always, marvellous. We will see you tomorrow for more fun and frolics. Until then, check out your carts and your baskets, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.